It's officially spooky season and Exorcist Believer takes the first swing of the month, and is this movie any good? I mean, I guess you could jump scare. Like I said in my Talk to Me review, black people and demons don't really go together. The Exorcist is a franchise that I don't really care about. I was born in 1994 and I kind of remember watching the original when I was a kid. Pretty sure it scared the crap out of me. I haven't seen the original in years, but it's a classic and one of the most influential and important horror movies in history. Like I said, I was born in 1994 and I remember watching the 2004 movie The Exorcist the beginning when I was a little kid. Don't really remember what happened story-wise, but based on the reviews from Rotten Tomatoes, I'm not missing too much. But that's really it for me. I feel like it's one of those franchises that started off with a hit, certified classic, and then like all things in America, we gotta milk it and make that sweet old money out of it. I've been seeing this damn trailer for The Exorcist Believer for months, and I thought it looked interesting. I'm an adult now, I love horror movies even though I'm not really scared of them, and I just thought it looked entertaining. The movie had a black lead, I like the change of the two girls being possessed at the same time, and I died laughing every time I saw that trailer and that little white girl kept saying, "The body and the blood. The body in the blood. Body in the blood." I feel messed up because I've been saying that randomly all day. With all these types of movies, for the most part, they're pretty formulaic and usually I can guess what's going to happen by the end of the film. And this, it did throw some twists and turns in there, but overall, yeah, this wasn't a good movie. I'm trying to keep this channel positive, so let's start with what I do like. The two possessed little girls in this movie I thought were really good. Lydia Jewett plays Angela and Olivia O'Neill plays Catherine. I couldn't find the exact age of Olivia, but Google says that Lydia is 16 years old, so I'm gonna assume they're around the same age. Good job from the both of them. In some cases, they genuinely had creepy scenes, like the scene from the trailer where the girl Angela popped up in the bathroom with her dad when the lights were going off and on. That wasn't scary, but it was creepy. She looked like she's been smoking crack. I thought the makeup department did a great job with the way they made the girls look and some of the special effects in the movie. I'm trying to keep this review spoiler free, but at the end of the movie, they did do some things that I did like, some things I just straight up hated. Even though I thought the dad character was kind of boring, I do love that he seemed to have common sense. Like he wasn't just going around doing stupid stuff. But that's pretty much the only few things that I did like about this movie. I'm trying to be nice. Let's talk about the bad stuff. Jump scares suck. And they do the most random things to jump out at you, which was so annoying. And I feel like that's the reason why I don't really like a lot of modern day horror films. They rely on nothing but jump scares. A character will be having a normal conversation and then they flash an image with a loud noise behind it for no reason. Minor spoiler here, but literally the first scene of the movie, the literal first image of the movie, is a jump scare. Jump scares are just so cheap to me. Like I like things that are creepy and kinda subtle. Like in the first Paranormal Activity where the wife is just standing over her husband watching him sleep. That wasn't scary, but it was creepy. One of my favorite horror movies, if you even want to call it that, is The Strangers. That movie isn't scary, but the thought of random people just pulling up to your crib at night, it's kind of creepy. In this movie, they had one scene that I loved. It was just the father and the daughter having a conversation, and then they did something very subtle in the background. No random sound effect. They didn't put an emphasis on it. They just had something in the background. You probably could even miss it. To me, that works. I don't need something randomly jumping out at me. They put such an emphasis on jump scares, it was really annoying. Like somebody randomly smacking the glass. It could be two characters on screen and then somebody just randomly walks in. You know, stuff we see in every horror movie. The girl saying the body and the blood was creepy. The girl in the bathroom was creepy. A character having a conversation and then someone just randomly grabbing their shoulder with a loud sound effect, annoying. Another thing for me, most of these characters sucked. Catherine's parents sucked, the neighbor that was a nurse sucked, the priest and his council of fathers or whatever you want to call them, they sucked. I just didn't connect with anyone. A big thing in the trailer was they brought back Ellen Burstyn, I think that's how you say her name. Her character was there strictly for nostalgia and vibes. It's like the studios and the writers were kind of just like, hey, remember her? This movie is almost 2 hours long and it's a lot of time in this movie, especially in the middle where it just feels like nothing happened. For all these types of movies, you already know how it's gonna go for the most part. Most of it is gonna be a slow burn and then all hell is gonna break loose for the last 30 or so minutes. It's no meat to this story. The girls disappear, they're found, we see slightly creepy things for 45 minutes, and then we get an exorcism. And when it comes to the end of the movie, like I said, they did some things that I like, some things that I didn't like, and they just took so long to get there. Like, they started introducing all these random characters like they were forming the Avengers or something. For me, you already know what you're gonna get with these types of movies. I went in with no expectations. I will say this movie will cause a hilarious dialogue amongst people who've already seen it. Let's just say some people are gonna get dunked on, especially on Black Twitter. As of this recording, it looks like it's tracking to make about 28 million in its first week in America and about 47 million around the globe. Apparently Universal already has a trilogy planned and they paid $400 million for the rights. Somebody's getting fired. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a critic score of 23% and a fan rating of 54%. I'm leaning more with the fans on this one, but I'm gonna give this a 4. I don't think it's bad enough for me to give this movie a 2, but I'm gonna give it a 4. I think it's a below average movie. While the acting from the little girls were really good, it's a lot of boring characters, random characters, and the story just isn't interesting at all. Go watch a movie like Evil Dead Rise or Talk to Me. I thought those movies were much better. This is more in line with Insidious The Red Door, which I hated that film. This is at least better than that. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new here. We talk about a bunch of different things. What are your thoughts on this movie? But try to keep the comment section spoiler free, please. I don't know if that many people have seen this movie yet, but I am curious about your thoughts. Love you guys. Tell someone you love them. Till next time, see you in the next life.